Hey everybody, it's another fantastic day. We're catching the sunrise. I believe we're on day 7 of habit 1, which is light of the 10 healthy habits for high energy living. And just gotta give you a quick glimpse of we're out here with some fantastic trees. Look at that, super bright, coming up right over the lake. And the trees are just fantastic this morning. And we just got a good dose of sunlight right into my eyes. The circadian clock got activated, so I know I'm gonna sleep really well tonight. That's the power of the sunrise, is you can feel confident that you will sleep really, really, really good. Maybe not the first day, but if you try it for a few days, you will find that it can have a powerful effect, which we've talked about in previous episodes. So today, on day 7 of the series, let's see, we want to break down a little bit more about light during the day. And then the next episode, I think we're going to get into the evening. We'll see, maybe we can cover that today too. But basically, I talked about earlier is that light from the sun, or even just daylight when it's cloudy, is so much more powerful than light indoors. So if you're working indoors during the day, you want to make sure you have plenty of light, especially for those who are in an office setting. You want to work on getting bright light. If you can get close to a window, that's going to be really powerful. Otherwise, get some full spectrum light bulbs that you can use during the day, because you want to keep the light strong during daylight, and then you want to bring it down in the evening. So the idea is that if you can get yourself in a situation where you have sunlight coming in a window near where you're working, is going to be really, really helpful. And I should say, make sure you're outside. And as winter starts to come to the northern hemisphere, it's very important to be able to still get outside. So even though it's cold, even though you don't feel like going outside because it's, it's cold, if you can get enough clothing on so that you stay warm enough, but still get outside so that your eyes see the light. That's what's really critical, because the eye is still the clock. The eye is still tracking with your cells how much light is coming in through the eye. So a bright work light, bright workspace, bright light during the day, getting outside for sunrise, for midday sun. And then as the day progresses and you're getting close to sundown, so now it's really important to adjust again to the rhythm of nature. So as you get closer to sundown in the winter, it's going to start getting dark earlier and earlier and earlier. So we're into like less than about 7:45, I believe, or something around 8 o'clock here right now. But it's going to go all the way down to like 4:30, and that's super early. So we can't be going to bed at 4:30 when the sun goes down. So we've got to think about an alternative strategy. And what electricity has done to the world is create a 24/7 lifestyle that people are able to keep themselves busy all night long. And so that becomes a real big challenge, because what we find is that the body and the circadian rhythms get all, altered. And so what we can do though is we can adjust our lifestyle in such that we want to make sure to block the blue light from our computer screens later in the day. So it's okay to have some blue light, but blue light from computer screens is at a whole different level than blue light coming from the sun. So you want to get blue light blockers on your computer screens. So your monitors, your phone, your laptop, your iPad. The absolute worst offender is actually the television. So limiting, you can get probably a blue light blocker for your television, but that might be a little more difficult and being far away from the television. Don't get too close to it, but still the television is probably one of the worst offenders for a lot of blue light, and people are watching television late at night. Probably one of the worst things you could do for your sleep pattern. So as you get into this and learn more about the light spectrum, we'll talk more about light spectrum in a future session, but basically you want to block the blue light in the afternoon and evening. Turn on your blue light blocker filter on your phone. Put blue light blockers on your computer screens. You can also wear blue light blocker glasses. There's like look kind of like a sunglasses, but they just block blue light only, and that's only for when you're indoors. There's also a lot of toxic light in retail and commercial settings, so best to not let too much of your skin get exposed. If you're out in retail settings or you're going to the gym to work out, just wear long sleeves, wear long pants, so your body, your skin is not absorbing the toxic light from the LED lights, the fluorescent lights that are being pumped out now and pretty much everywhere. So an alternative to that would be to help yourself by adjusting the light bulbs in your house. So what you can do is there's something called an Einstein bulb, and that Einstein bulb is one that you can purchase. It's not as bright, but it only emits full spectrum warm light. So it gives you the warm light, the red light spectrum, which will be very, very beneficial in the evening when you're trying to get sleepy, getting ready for bed. So just a couple of tips there for you today with regard to indoor light, bright during the day and more dim in the evening, blocking all blue light, keeping it just to the red light spectrum will be helpful. Things like candlelight, firelight, those are very, very beneficial in the evening. Or if you can just simply turn down the lights the last hour before your bedtime routine. Turn down the lights, turn on a candle, just relax, listen to some music, turn off the TV, turn off the phone, turn off the computer. At least 1 hour. Better to have 2 hours, but at least 1 hour. Or if you are watching your screen on your computer, make sure your blue light blocking filter is on so that you're not capturing all the blue light through your device. So hopefully you can implement a couple of tips here to block blue light and get more daylight.